Sean, I need my speaker. What's what going, good people? What going? What going? What is happening, my people? I am live. I'm live. I'm live, y'all. I'm live. I'm alive, and I'm live, and I'm live, and I'm alive. Yeah. A minute. Let's set up what I'm doing. What I'm doing, y'all. What I'm doing. Oh, wait a minute. My I dropped some there. Oh, my grandbaby got rhinestones everywhere. I really wanna. So yeah, I'm here. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here today, but I'm here. I'm here right now. Right now, I'm here. So if somebody wanna jump in and chime, oh, let me do that. Wanna jump in and chime in and holler at me. Come on, dude. Surprise me. There we go. I'm trying to get rid of this. Beanie Windy here. Invite. Okay. All right. All right. Let's go. Okay, there it is. So if someone wants to come up and join me, the link is there. So anyway, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? What is happening in your neck of the woods? We are actually having some pretty mild weather here, and I'm so excited because whenever it gets like up in the 90s, like the late 80s, early 90s, my allergies get really, really bad. And then the air quality changes because we are right across the border from Canada, and the wildfires, the smoke and whatnot from the wildfire is affecting our air quality. So you see, I already sound hoarse. So it's like it affects. I have asthma, and so it affects the breathing, and then by me having allergies to dust, smoke, and all of that, it affects my eyes, my skin. It's just everything. I'm just hypersensitive when it comes to smoke, dust, chemicals, and all that type of stuff. So when the weather is mild like this, oh my God. But honey, I just need everybody to touch and agree with me that I get my vehicle returned to me or get reimbursed my money because it's been almost 4 months and I have to sue this mechanic. So, and I really was hoping that we could do this without, all of the unnecessary drama. But anyway, so I said that because the summer is getting away from us. We'll have but 1 more month left. It really not even a full month because like some of the kids go back to school in August. So, all of the festivals, the R&B festival, African festival, the jazz festival, all of those are going on downtown Detroit, and it's like for the I think this is the R&B festival, so it's like $100 for 2 days, and they have like everybody like Escape and Kiki Wyatt and like some of the old school artists that we love, Sheila E. and all of these people coming in. Oh my gosh, Fantasia will be here on the 26th, and I'm missing all that good stuff. I'm missing all that good stuff, and like one good thing about Detroit is like when you go certain areas downtown, there's no bad place to be to be able to hear the music and fellowship. Like you can go dang near anywhere close to the venue, and because it's outdoors, you can still hear the music. And then it's so beautiful downtown. Like there's a lot to see, a lot of artifacts, and a lot of historical content, and like 'cause we still have the church that was used for the Underground Railroad. And no, for those who don't know, that does not mean, like Portia Williams says, that a train is running underground, Lord Jesus. But yeah, the church that was used to hire people out during the Underground Railroad, because we're right, like I said, next to Canada. So once they hit Detroit, they pretty much Canada free, baby, just going across that water and you free. And this is also back in the day where the railroads ended, like from coming from the south. The railroads ended from south to north in Michigan, in Detroit. So that's how a lot of people migrated from the south. Um, yeah. My God, no train running across. You hear me? Yeah. Like, what's you can Google it on I don't want to mess up the shows. Housewives of Atlanta. Back in the day when like Portia first got on there, bless her soul. She was like, "Hey, lady, you know what? I love you. I'm so glad to see you enjoying. I don't know what to do. Stopping by to hit these like you better show some support, and may the Lord God bless you real good. But don't leave because I got a question to ask you." But anyway, Portia said, um, when they took her to the showed them where the Underground Railroad ran through Atlanta, this fool said, "How did they fit a big old train under there, underground?" And she was like, "Thank you, babe." And she was like, "Oh, you saw it? That poor child live in Georgia. That's and wait a minute, her father is a big um her grandfather is a big community activist, Horatio Williams down there. So I girl, child. Anyway, yeah. So she said, "How did they fit that big old train underground?" And uh Phaedra looked at her and said, "Poor baby." Girl, not sometimes you just if if you know, you know. Thank you for always hitting the light, Lady JJ. You are so special to me. So listen, y'all. Let me ask y'all. I don't know if y'all got a chance to see my community wall or not. And um, if you didn't, you can go back and take a look at it, and so you can leave your comment, and that'll be really, really helpful. I started to do a poll, but I didn't really want to. I didn't really know what age ranges to use. So I asked the question, and I'm going to tell y'all why I asked the question in a minute. But I asked the question on my on my page, and the question was, um, how old is too old to have a um, three-way grown folks interaction? I'm trying not to say the wrong thing because I don't want to get in trouble. But how old, what's too old to engage in a three-way grown folks interaction? Like, that's for people that's into stuff like that. Me myself, I'm not. But I just want to know, and I'll tell you why. The other thing, part of that question is, would you be offended if someone that you knew, you said your grandfather is, I volunteered at your I can't remember the name. Okay, yep. Her grandfather, yep, yep. I know his name is Horatio Williams. I don't know which one, but it's like something like that. You said for me, every age is too old. See, you know what? That's what I'm saying. Because I mean, I don't engage in activity like that. But the second part of my question is, knowing the person, you can answer still, even if you're not into it, you can still answer. Your answer could be, I'm not into that, or I think, just like Joy just said, um, for me, any age is too old. That's, so that could be your answer. And there's no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer. I'm not into it either. I asked the question because, like, even though we are Christians, even though we are Christians, we may be approached with situations that we've never been approached with, right? Or someone may have questions, and they may pose a question to us, not even like direct towards us, but they have an interest in doing something like that, and they might want your opinion about it, right? So I'm asking, just to put it out there, and I've got some pretty. If once you look at the community wall, you'll see. Just put your answer. If that's your answer, I'm not into that. You can leave that. If too old is every age is too old, then leave that. Just and then share it for me. So like I said, the other part of the question was, would you be offended if someone asked you, someone that you know and have been knowing for a while, and they know your character and they know what type of person you are? Would you be offended, or would you just keep putting them in their check and put them in their place, and put them in their place, and go about your business? About your business. Any age, however, it's up to the individual's lifestyle. Exactly. Right. I mean, like, I don't condone it, but I feel like, when you grown, you're gonna do what you do in your place, and it's not my business to get in your bedroom business. It's not my place. But and then there might be some people who say, hey, it's some snow on the roof, but it's still fire in the furnace. I still want to do what I want to do, and it ain't never gonna be too old for me to get down with it. Listen. And then there might be those people who say, listen, you so old, I'm scared for just me and you to get to it without worrying about you conking out less than alone. You, me, and he or she. No, you know what I'm saying? So you might fear that, your partner can't even handle it. They are can't take it. I don't know. But my thing is that, first of all, I try not to present myself well, no, I don't present myself in a way where um someone can even approach me like that, you know. But it's happened, and it happened recently. And the person that approached me with it knows me very well, but it wasn't her. It was someone that she was trying to introduce me to, which is a whole nother situation. Because that's not even the type of person. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't hang out, partying. I'm not the one that just, get any old body and hang on to them and have them around for hundreds and hundreds of years. And, we've been life partners since forever, and they're just never, that just ain't me. You know what I'm saying? I don't just for the sake of having a man around, just deal with whatever. That's never been me. That's never been me. I don't know. I don't care what my situation is. What situation, where I am in my life. I don't ever. I'm never gonna get solo. I'm just not. But at first, I was like, girl, stop. You know better than that. I ain't the devil is a lie. I ain't play like that. But then she introduced me to somebody, and the person that she introduced me to, I'm tell you how uninterested I was. I didn't even go outside to meet the individual because I was just that uninterested. But when he made a comment about he wanted both of us, that kind of like pissed me off because I'm like, wait a minute, first of all, hello, how you doing? What's your name? And all that, the preliminary stuff. And second of all, you know what I'm saying? You got one banana peel on hell and the other one on the grave. A foot on one on a banana peel and the other one in the grave. How you gonna ask me some mess like that and you just learn my name? So sometimes you have to really just put people, put them in their place. Like, look, bro, you got the wrong one. And then he talking about, well, call me. I was like, oh, no, 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 no. You got my number. You call me. Nah, you call me. He's still waiting. I ain't chasing nobody, son. I ain't chasing nobody, son. And I sure ain't chasing nobody. Oh, ghostly, gray-headed, over age, son. Talk about no threesome with somebody that I call my friend. No, that's nasty. He said, ain't nobody, women, ain't nobody I know that stupid. But I probably have some feelings about it and may need to assess my signals. Okay, and then that's another thing. She know all I do is go to church. She know that. I think she's being funny because she feels like there are some people who can always feel like they can convince you that what you're doing don't make sense. Come on over to my side. And that's how the devil does you. He gives you this illusions of grandeur, grandeur, great grandeur, like illusions that things that are not as big as they are to make them appear that they are much bigger. I call it the forbidden fruit syndrome because, like like in the Garden of Eden, when um, they were eating, were Eve convinced Adam to bite of the forbidden fruit. It wasn't that the fruit was bigger and sweeter and different. It was just that they couldn't have it. That made it so appeasing. And I feel like sometimes people do that. It's because they know that they can't get you to do certain things or that you wouldn't be interested, and they find fun in that shock value of asking you or approaching you about certain things like that. So it's like, even with that, I'm like, hey, hold on. First of all, I'm a woman of a particular age. And I'm like, I got grandkids. Matter of fact, I have some grandchildren that's old enough to give me great grands right now. So why would I even indulge into doing things that I feel like kids are recklessly doing? Young people are recklessly doing things with their bodies and like really loose. Like these communicable diseases are not out here or something. But I feel like it was the shock value. I feel like it was just, get a rise out of me or get a reaction out of me. And because she thinks that it's funny. She knows that I'm not gonna do it. We've never had a drink together or any of that. That type of thing. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like she knew that that's not something I would be interested in. But it tickled her when he brought it up. And I don't think it's funny, and I mean I just don't think it's funny because it's just not something, and that's not something that you want somebody to come to introduce themselves to you. Like this your first interaction. And that's what they gotta say. Like, really? You ain't wasting no time. Really, right? Try to get it all in before you do the final goodbye or something. No, it's just I don't get it. But anyway, you say, Lord, that was my reaction. Lord, have mercy. What's your name? Like, I don't even know you. I don't even know you. I don't know you from Adam. I don't know what you got, what you've been, nothing. I don't know anything about you. You gonna approach me like that? You're old. Mm-mm. No. You see, I wouldn't judge them or look anyway towards them. If someone who asks me, the answer would be no, not interested. Period. Period. But she knows me. Like he don't, but she did. She does, and it's her friend. You said that I miss how long you've been in this friendship. I've been friends with her probably. My mom passed in 2011, and I met her around that time. So we've been on each other for quite a while, long enough, like long enough for her to know better, you know, long enough. And but she's a different person than I am altogether. And those things, like she does stuff like that, but that's all. She's never been married. She don't have any children. We're at the same age, and um, we're the same age, and this and that. So, but she that's her thing. That's what she does. I mean, she doesn't bother her to do something strange for some change. You know what I'm saying, or whatever she does, whatever. I don't know. Put her business out there. Y'all don't know anyway. But anyway, yeah. I mean, she does what she does. But that's on her. I don't judge her for what she does. I don't comment on it because she's old enough to know right from wrong. She old enough. She's old enough. Yep, long enough. I've been knowing her long enough, and she's been knowing me long. And even knowing what I know about her, it just like if it came to somebody else that was interested in doing something like that, like I wouldn't even mention it to her. Like that's just not something I talk about. That's not something that we would have a conversation about. It's just the farthest thing from my mind. It's the furthest thing from my mind. I don't want to be bothered with one crazy individual, let alone more than one. I'm saying he mentioned it, and she jumped on the bandwagon with it. like she was willing to protect, which maybe my senses get heightened to her. Like, have you been trying to be close to me all this time because of that? Like, because this is where you were trying to get to? Like, you've been hiding the sweetness for me or something? I'm, and why? And again, I think the biggest reason why is because she know I wouldn't do it. Some people are just attracted to what they cannot have. When they know that you ain't gonna do something, you know what I'm saying? It intrigues them to mess with you with it. But I've just never been that type of person. Deshaun, come get the phone. I can't talk, Lo. Come get the phone. I can't talk. Lo. I'm busy. Yeah, I'm sorry. My phone is ringing. It was from my godmom calling for my son, but she doesn't know that I'm on. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I think it's like I said, it's a shock factor, and I can't do anything about that. Yeah, I think it's just a shock factor, and and that's it. I don't think it had anything to do with anything else, but just her wanting to just be intrigued by my reaction. As far as him, I think he's just an ignorant type person. Period. And then they drink. He drinks a lot. He drinks a lot, and I just, oh no, I just can't. I can't get along with a person that has to drink all day, every day. That's an alcoholic or whatever. Whether they admit that they are or not, I just can't deal with that. I just can't. Mm-mm. That's a lifestyle that I'm not into. And then, it what really like bewilders me is that people like that will convince you that the life that you're living is wrong. Like, because I dedicate my life to the Lord, they want to make me think, oh, you doing too much, or oh, you ain't got it. You can have fun sometime. You can do this. You can do. Well, okay. My idea of having fun is not that, especially at almost 60. I'm almost 60 years old. Wow, I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I just always been a one man's woman. Um, and if he got too many women, I ain't his. And I mean, if you want to have more than one, I'm like this. Be honest about it. If you're not ready to settle down, and you got a lot of, you like having multiple women or partners or things like that, that's on you. That's your thing. I don't want to be a part of a three-ring circus. I don't want to be a part of a three-ring circus. You said you wonder if they discussed it prior to him. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if they discussed it or not. I think that he's just so ignorant. It's just part of his general conversation. It was just, and it's like, I mean, there's more to it that I don't even want to discuss because it was like graphic. Um, I'm trying to think of a way to say it without being too loud. Like, she was bragging about the size of his member, like that was supposed to turn me on. Or, like, she was like, he'll send you a picture. I was like, don't send me no pictures of that. I don't want to see that. What? What? Like, I'm 25. I'm not 30 even. I'm not. No. What I want a picture of your stuff for? And that's when he was like, and that's when she said that, he chimed in and said, yeah, I could, you know, I want both of y'all. And I was like, wait a minute, no, no. First of all, I think both of y'all too old to be talking that trash. That's what I thought. My initial thought, like, both of y'all too old. And it's way too disrespectful, you know? Because you know me best. She knows me. And why would she even introduce me to somebody that's totally contrary to the life of it? Because some people don't care what they do. And she don't think anything wrong of it. So if that's the way she chooses to do her body and things like that. That's on her. But I'm good. I'll wait. I'll wait on the Lord. It's so real. And I mean, it's not like, I mean, I, it's not like I have to be single because I don't. I choose to be because I don't want anything. I've been married before, and it was. I don't have to. I don't have to settle. The last thing I'm gonna do at this age is settle, and I ain't gonna make nobody feel like I'm too. Okay, you said right. You've been married 32 years, 33 years. Congratulations, baby. That's a lifetime, honey. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. I always wanted my marriage to be that long, you know, and I tried, but unfortunately, I just got the wrong individuals, you know, got married to the wrong people, two of the wrong individuals. The first one, I was young and in love. Second one, I knew I shouldn't have got married. That was my fault. I just did it to save face. Period. That's why I don't settle no more, and I won't settle anymore. You said no, so yeah, I'm done with all that. But I was just wondering, like, who is that something usual, something normal now for people just 70, 80 years old be jumping up to three-way relationships or three-way grown folk? So old folks mess around and lose your leg, knock your hip out of play, huh? Mess around and your pump thing don't work or something. Your Viagra go Viagraless, so I don't know what do they do? You know, keep that heart to pumping. And that's the thing with me. You like your mid to late 60s, 70s, and you trying to hang two middle age. Oh my lord. That's just hell. Oh my god. Horrible. That's just horrible. It's awful to think about. But yeah, I have to feed them with a long handle spoon because that's not even my fault. That's not. I don't even get down like that at all. At all. You said I could see a younger person asking that, but anyone 30, 30, 35, something like that. Yeah, and it's like the 30 to 35s are the ones that some of them are really like all these kids. It's like it's cute now. It's like it's So much has changed. Like so much has changed. But to me, that is just where I would draw. Seriously. I just can't get into it. I just can't. I don't want to try. I don't want to think about it. Mm, I'm good on that. So I remain celibate until my change comes, and that won't be what changes me at all. And it ain't got nothing. You ain't got. You don't have no car. You don't have. Man, no. So how we gonna look up? You gotta catch a ride or the bus or something. And well, no, I'm good. Yeah. I take stay home 4,000, Alex. I'm good. I want no parts of it. I don't want no parts of it. You say normal. What's normal to them? We got senior citizens who want pickles and popsicles. Fan blades, popsicles, pickles. What the what? What? Are you serious? I mean, I could kind of see a pickle. I don't know about a popsicle, but a fan blade, especially. What a fan blade do? But I don't. Ooh, sounds painful. A fan blade. That sounds painful. That sounds painful. That sounds like some demonic stuff. No, I'm good. I'm good. That was my sis from another mister. Girl, you didn't hear the question, sis. Hey, boo. The link is in the chat up there if you got time to stop, holler at your girl. But I could drop it again if you want to, just in case. But look, my question was the question that I had on my community wall, which is um what is too okay, what is too old for a threesome? And if somebody asked you about doing having a threesome at your age and the people that the person that asked you knows you and they ask you about it, how would you react to it? So drop your response in the what's too old for a threesome? What do you think is too old? Corio said 62. See, there you that's what I'm saying. Corio said 62. Somebody else on there said 70. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. And at 70, you probably gotta have your cane in the bed and hold your leg up while you playing. But Corio said 62. Somebody else said 70. Um, somebody else said it's ageless. You know, it's up to you if that's what you do. But yeah, yeah, I would never have one either. I never. Joyce said, "Hey, hood table. Hey, DHT." But Evangelist Hood's table say, "No, not me. No, not me." And then, you know, if you were if you were a woman having a threesome with a man and another woman, would that make you bisexual? Wouldn't that make you bisexual? And if you were a man with two men and a woman, I don't know what that would make. What I don't even know because I forgot how they identify these just these gender classes and whatnot. Or that's not a gender. That's a sexual preference. I don't even know no more because it's like I got lost after LGBT, I think it started out LGBT earlier on, and then it was LGBT, and then all these other. I lost count. I don't even know how to phrase it and all of that, and I'm not as savvy in it with the pronouns and all that kind of. I don't know, child. I don't, and I ain't trying to get in it, but I know what I am, and I'm heterosexual, and uh, I only want a one on one relationship, one man to one woman, and that's that. I don't need all the extra activity. I'm too old for that mess. I can't keep up no more. You know, I ain't never been into that though. That's just one thing. It's just not me. So yeah, that was the question of the day yesterday. I think it was yesterday we posted that. And I'm like, you know what? And on top of that, he ain't cute. He just alright. He just regular. He just regular. He ain't all that cute. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you know how many people in this world with big members that don't do stuff like that? Why would I have to pick one that has a that's coming on that type of energy? It's just not me. I'll just wait on the Lord and I'll be all right. So yeah, that was interesting to say the least. But I just, I dealt with it. I dealt with it, and my way to deal with it is put them in their place and not deal with it anymore. But yeah, it kind of just tripped me out that somebody would even approach me like that. And she knows who I am. She knows that I am in ministry. She knows that. Some people just don't care and they don't have no respect for God, least in along you. So if they don't have respect for God, you know they don't care for you. That's why you gotta respect yourself. You gotta love yourself. Set your boundaries. You know what I'm saying? You set your boundaries and make people respect you. You gotta make people, you gotta demand your respect. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, man, I could say some stuff. Those be the same kind of people sticking with a man that's treating them bad. They've done all of these little bedroom fantasies and things like that, and the person still end up treating them bad, leaving them, abandoning them, or leading them on for years and years and years, and then every opportunity they get, when they get a new interest, love interest or whatever, then they kick you to the curb. But then when they need something to get down on their luck, you back. Mm-mm. I'm good. I'm good. I can do bad and better by myself. I just don't need that. She said, baby, no respect. True, no respect. No respect for themselves and no respect for you. But if they don't respect God, they're not going to respect you. Because if nothing else, they will respect the God in you. And she knows that. She even, I don't want to go too deep, but yeah. And anybody else that knows me, no, I don't get off into anything dealing with anything occultic, witchcraft, anything dealing with adultery or any of that. I don't do it. I do not do it. And I'm not interested in it. So don't call me and say you got a reading for me. Keep your cards at home. Take your cards somewhere else. I won't do it. I'm not participating in it. I'm not about to fold nothing up, write something on a piece of paper, fold it up and tuck it in a bottle of water and throw it under the on my lap. I'm not doing none of that. So don't ask. I'm not into that. If it ain't got nothing to do with fasting and praying and giving it over to God, don't I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not participating in anything contrary to the will of God. Period. Period. Just not gonna do it. Now I do understand. Unfortunately, it's like because I am a counselor, I hear about a lot of things, and I have to deal with it in a way that's non-biased, and I do. But when it comes to myself, I deal with things according to what says well in my spirit. You see, I don't play with spiritual things. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, thank you. Hear me? Don't give me nothing that's going to have the heebie-jeebies on me. Uh-uh. I'm not even going to participate in that. I'm not even going to participate in that. I've had an older woman of God that told me that when she was younger, that there was some young lady that was after her husband. And this was years and years ago. This is when they were down south somewhere. She said the lady was after her husband. And she wanted him so bad. They had got married. And the woman still wanted him. And she wanted him so bad that she went to this root worker or something to have her to put something on the lady that was telling me the story. And so she said everybody knew who this woman was that did this black magic or voodoo or whatever it was. And she said that it surprised her that the woman called her one day and told her that somebody wanted um her to put this spell on her, whatever. And she said, well, I know that you're not that type of person, but I will, instead of putting this spell on her, on you, I'm going to do it for her. And this is what I need you to do. And so, whatever she did, allegedly, it worked, or whatever the case may be. And I don't remember what she said the outcome of it was exactly what happened to the other lady, but I do know that she left them alone and went on about her business. And they ended up still being together, and they both passed like within the last few years. And that was like 40, 50 years ago. But the thing about it that shocked me was a mother of a church that said that she accepted this help from this root work. And that was confusing to me because I'm like, what fellowship have light with darkness? You can't, you know what I'm saying? That's ain't no different with that in serving two masters. You can't do that. You can't mix light with dark. So that's why I don't do stuff like that. I don't mix. I'm not gonna do all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't get into superstition. I don't get into any of those things. I just don't do it. And that's me. It don't sit well with me, so I don't do it. But some people, they think that's the way to go. And the crazy part about it is they don't have a prosperous life or anything. It ain't like they got a whole lot to brag about. That's the crazy part. They still just as poor talking on the same phone line you talking on, sitting on the same side of the street in the same neighborhood. So what is all that doing for them? If it's so beneficial, why are you still sitting where you're sitting? You still broke, fighting for somebody else, man, struggling alone, burning candles and all the other stuff that you're doing, but it ain't benefited you much. So one thing about it, if it ain't working and I ain't seeing no difference, I'm about to participate. I'm not about to participate in it. So the moral of this story is, if it ain't doing you no good, what you doing it for? If it's not benefiting you nothing, what are you doing it for? If it's gonna have you end up with your soul in a burning hell, is that really what you want? For a few minutes of pleasure or bragging rights or what? What are you doing it for? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And that's just that. But anywho, that's just me. So make sure y'all leave your comments and share that. Matter of fact, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to like the video and share. Trying to get, I only got a few more to get to my little goal. But I need watch out. I need y'all to go on through and hit on all the videos. Watch them all. Just put them on autoplay and get your girls some watch hours. And I know I gotta uh, go live a lot more often, but sometimes I'm just not feeling all that great. And when I don't feel well, I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to talk to. Hey, babe, I appreciate you. You'll watch. Thank you, boo. I sometimes I just don't feel like talking. When I'm in pain, the last thing you can do is just sit up and hold a conversation with anybody when you hurt. And I'm in chronic pain all the time. But today is not as bad right now, but I still have to, pace myself. And then like when I'm still trying to cook for people and all this, that, and the other, it takes a lot out of me. But I still try to do it because I still cater on Sundays. So I rest through the week. And when I cook on Sunday, first Sunday, soulful Sundays, then I'm conked out again. And I gotta recuperate all week, seems like. But It'll get better. It'll get better. Well, y'all, I'm gonna take a break for a minute, and I'm gonna come back. I've been on here almost an hour. I ain't realized it. I'm gonna take a break, and I'm going to come back. So come back and join me. I need to grab something to eat, make myself eat. Um, I started the Ozempic, and I don't have an appetite. And I already was having problems with my appetite anyway. But now with this Ozempic, it's like it's I go 2 or 3 days without eating anything, and although I'm not hungry, my body gets weak from it. Because I don't have nothing for energy. I'm not burning anything for energy. So I gotta find something light that I can eat and put something in my stomach, and then I'll be back a little later. I love you on purpose. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Don't forget to like and share. Support the channel. $ SISLO is my cash app. Hit me up and support the channel. You said that's not good, buying fruit and veggie. Yeah, like I love fruit, but like my grandkids been over, and they love fruit and vegetables, all types of fruit and veggies. So they wipe me out. I just gotta restock. So maybe I'll do a Instacart order or something, order something. I see that the fruit market now is on Instacart now, so maybe I'll go get some stuff from them. Matter of fact, that is what I'll do. Thanks for bringing that up. Thanks for bringing that up. You said you got to eat to live and not live to eat. Come on, Earth. Preaching to the hallelujah chorus. You are absolutely right. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll make. That's what I'll probably do. Let me do that. Look up and find me make me an Instacart order. He said, sorry, I had a phone call. You bet. Oh, girl, you fine. You fine. You are super duper fine. I'm actually getting ready to take a break and try to find something to eat. So I can eat. I was saying while you were gone is that I started Ozempic, and I've been. This is my tomorrow will be my 4th week. So I already had a problem with my appetite, but I really have a bigger problem with it now because like I go 2 or 3 days without eating anything. And so I need to find something. So I'll probably order some fruit and like some spinach and stuff like that for salad. Because I don't digest lettuce well unless it's um romaine. I can't eat iceberg lettuce. It gets stuck. It doesn't digest well. So yeah, I'm about to do that. See what happens. So love y'all on purpose. Ain't nothing you can do about it. But come back. I'm gonna try to come back in a little bit. You said sometimes you store first. My freezer is so small. My freezer is so small. And like I love fruit, bananas, milk. I do have a cantaloupe on the table. So maybe I'll cut that up. But the last time my bananas got so ripe, I ended up making banana bread, and my son ate some of it, but the rest of it just sat on the table because I don't eat a lot of sweets. So like I might have taste for a piece of chocolate or something, and I taste nibble on that until I'm sick of it, and then I won't eat no more for a long time. I have to be in the mood for certain stuff. But okay, y'all, I love you on purpose, and I will be back soon. Stay tuned. Come back and see me. I love